Night Live. We do this every night, every day of the year. 9 o'clock Central Time here in Tennessee. If you're new here, if this is your first time seeing this, we make all of this stuff right here. We make it all right here in this building with employees and U.S. citizens. I started this company 35 years ago. You always hear people say, man, they don't make them like they used to. We never stopped making them like we used to. We build all of this the same way we used to build it. Some of the materials have evolved and improved over time, but we still build things. I have many products, like just in belts. I have 14,000 part numbers just in 2 of our belts, and I make 7 different kinds of belts. The majority of what we make is still made the exact way when I made it the first time 35 years ago. There's some improvements to some of it, like the modular PALS webbing, for instance, versus the 2-inch scuba webbing where you used to attach things. But the materials, like the ways we make the mag pouches and stuff, we still make them exactly how we always have. Today, we finished up 308 split front chest rigs. If you want to run a rig and you're running a heavy gun, 308, under a windbreaker, flannel, these are great for driving, great for riding motorcycles and such. You need low profile. If you're shooting prone, this is only 4 mags. You can go very flat. You can also scale these and put more mags on the face. We've given you 2 columns of PALs on the side because it is a lower profile rig. So you can put compact tear-off med pouches here, radio pouches, signaling, incendiary, pyro, demo type stuff. We have a sustainment pouch that will go on here that is a zippered pocket. M1 Grand chest rigs. We did those in Woodland. This is one of our bigger rigs here. This is an 8 mag AK-M4. It's a stacked mag, and this holds 1 mag, 1 slot, so you don't have an open pocket that you have to contend with the other mag when you pull one out. These are bungee. You can remove these bungees, and both walls inside, front and back, are Velcro lined for Velcro dot retention. And we've given you 4 columns of PALs, so these are bigger. You can put bigger med pouches, more magazines. If you guys have seen the video with Scully where he has 22 mags on a chest rig, that's this rig right here. That's the capability when you can expand that out. These also have the Velcro on the back so that you can put danglers on here. We have a fanny pack which has a flap like that you see right there. And they have the I don't know why we don't have the piece on the back of those. Micro rigs. This is a smaller footprint rig, and this is a 308, so 2 308 mags per pocket, which also means this will hold 3 M4 mags per pocket. And then this utility pocket's a 6.5 by 6.5, and it'll also hold 4 more P mags. That M1 Grand rig, if you don't like the Woodland, you can step up and go to the multicam here. This is the smallest rig we make right here. It's the stacked micro. It is 10.5 inches wide, and all these small rigs, these will actually go onto your armor. They will Velcro in place on your armor. And then AK-M4 micros, all kinds of different colors and flavors. Day packs, tool bags, toiletry bag, DOP kit, great for tools, art supplies, loose ammunition. Small clothes bags, medium clothes bags. Medical stuff, we've got, medical pouches and vehicle med bags and all of that. Several different backpacks, butt packs. We've got butt packs available right now, which is very rare. We don't run them often. They sell out. We just did Coyote, and we've got a couple of holdovers there in Woodland. Some guy keeps emailing, asking about them, and we do have them. Large tool bags also. We'll walk out here and see what's out on the floor. I made some covert rigs today. These are, I also did some bifold wallets, and these carry 4 M4 mags. They'll also do 308s, and then the pistol mags on the faces of them. You can, if you get a black one of those, you wear it against a black shirt, you won't even see that if you have a split front, a windbreaker or something. We did some gray. I've got some gray fanny packs available. We did multicam FUPA danglers. Got those green, multicam black green mesh pockets also. And then out here, Lots of mesh pockets. 6-inch flat packs. These are pretty cool. Loose ammo, tools, anything you want to just carry. And you can put a bunch of these on a snap link, hang them on your headrest, put them in your backpack, whatever you want to do with them. Mesh pockets, 5 mag pistol cards, more flat packs, FUPA danglers, 6-round shotgun cards, some coyote fanny packs, multicam tourniquet pouches in motion right there. A couple more straggler 8 mags floating around. More mesh pockets, more of the MAGA, Make American Great Again, President Day bags. Looks like we still have a few M1 Grand rigs out here in Woodland. We're about to do gray FUPA danglers, FUPAs, and more fanny packs, I think. Mesh pockets, we run mesh pockets every day. There's mesh pockets. These are multicam black XL FUPAs, about to go. Just got your Cobra belt today, hands down, best belt I own. Nice, thank you, man. Andrew, thanks for the order. Realistic American, what's up? Mercier, what's up? Josh, welcome, glad you're here. I'd love to get an 18 mag set up like your friend. Nice, totally do it. Now's the time to get the platform for sure. Do you have any ODA? No, we never have H harnesses. You're never going to get one unless you order it. If you order an H harness tonight, tomorrow morning somebody's going to walk over here and put your order in this bin, and we're going to put it on a sew table, and a lady is only going to make one of them, yours, and then it's going to ship the next day. Witherspoon, what's up? Joe Kitchen, what's up? Multicam black, large, and small mesh. Yep, we're running them. What you think about the Marilyn Monroe? Oh, the one it's very cool, man. I like anything with titties on it. I am a titty fan. I have, anytime we see antiques or anything that has tits, I always buy it. Carved wood titties. Can't wait to get your fanny pack and the gulp bag. Nice. You're probably waiting on the gulp bag. It's probably what you're waiting on. We've made a lot of fanny packs. Matt Christopher, what's up? Valor 515, how are you? Can you show light armor plate? No, we don't make them. We don't make any armor carriers, buddy. Benjamin Brewer, Tattooed, what's up? Kiri, what's going on? Stopping in to do my duty. Jules, right on. Love seeing the first 3 applicants tonight. Cool. Yeah, we got more. We got a bunch more coming. Landfill, Billy Magnum. Highlander, what's up? JT Carter Lee, what's up? How are you? Guzman, Crewer, what's up? Tactile Hippie. No war bags. No, I only make war bags on a custom basis. You send me an email. They start at $450 if you want one. If that's you, send the email. I usually take about 12. Well, I set out to take 12, and we end up taking 20. And then we turn them off, and then we build them. I'm going to start doing builds on video, stuff I build, which will give us content, kind of a concierge service also. So, you know, that's what we're doing. But there won't ever be a time where that 4-mag war bag is going on the website as inventory. Manual labor, what's up? Delivery of Woodland Dangler extended radio pouch. Nice. We've just made a bunch of those extended radio pouches. Everything made in house. Yep. Everything's made here. We have always made it in house. We've never outsourced, and nothing's ever come from another country. We have tried cut and sew shops in the United States, and we'll go back and forth and actually get a sample or two that's good, and then we'll do a 100-piece order. We have never sent it out. We've never used a cut and sew shop over the 35 years where a customer's received the product. There's never the same. I have to be able to take my product, throw it in a bin with their product, and not be able to tell the difference, and that has never happened. So we just continue. I started in San Diego. We're in Tennessee now, and we just continue to build it here. So I have and still use VBSS Frisbee kit. Super fan of the single point disconnect. Do y'all have anything almost purely for marine? No, man, no. And here's the real deal, right? The real fucking no bullshit answer is you're going to be issued that kit. And I don't do armor. I know some of the dudes that we lost on the helicopter that day when that all started going into effect. My shop was in Oceanside. We built kit for all those guys from Force Recon. And that's what spurred all of that single point, droppable armor stuff. Large multicam clothes bags available. The truth is, I don't know. Go to the website. If it'll let you order it, then that'll ship. That one's, I think those are inventory controlled. Now, if you're hearing that, most of the stuff on our website, you can buy it even if we don't have it, if it's under $100. So just because somebody will be like, well, I heard you tell this guy if you had it, it would ship that particular item. So be advised on that. Jose, what's up, man? I saw your woman's on here earlier. Had a close call. Had a tree split in half on the stump. Tree was stone dead. Never had that happen. What does that mean, stone dead? I don't know what that means. Green Diesel. Not so jolly at London. Learned to run a laser. Made you a little something special. Thank you, radio. Thank you. Is it going to put my eye out? It'll put your eye out. I learned to run a laser too. It's a blue laser, an Arctic laser. Lights stuff on fire. I know you're talking something different. Cody got a laser, and we never really did much with it. I mean, it's neat, but it's another fucking job, you know? It's cool, though. Standing Dead, got it. You guys sell TAPS rigs? No, we sell real shit. Like, we don't do any military surplus stuff. We build gear in-house. All the stuff I just showed you. And the truth is, we have a rig that fucking stomps the TAPS rigs all to shit. You're buying lowest bidder. Anytime we did anything with Marcor Syscoms or any of that shit, we would come in with a product 100% the best, and then they would fucking dumb it down so that every dipshit out there, they would just dilute it, right? What's the mission? Okay, this is for the mission. And then they try to make it fit 20 other fucking missions, and it doesn't do what the original mission was to the best of its ability. Splatter deplorable bag. That'd be a hell of a bag, wouldn't it? Splatter paint on all things. How are you supposed to carry 13 mags? We can totally scale you for 13 mags. I have a rig that carries 12 right out of the box. You're getting a deprivation tank installed. Interesting. Very cool. Like a sensory deprivation tank. Opinions on Ford GT Mustang. Do you want one? If you want one, fucking get one. I had a 91 GT 5.0 white. I was going to get a black one, then the Vanilla Ice video came out, so I bought a white one. Actually, I had a girlfriend bought it for me. If you want a Mustang, get a Mustang. My son has a badass Mustang that he's about to be selling. If I was going to buy a Mustang, I would buy a GT 500. I think that's a GT 500 or a 350, the Coyote or something. I think they're neat. Splatter print micro or clothes bag or toiletry bag. If you're asking how or why to carry 13 mags, you're not the type of American that'll make it. Yeah. I mean, you can put 4 of them in your pants pockets. Really looking forward to the covert bag. Right on. What color did you get? Rogan dropped a podcast with Cat Williams. That'll be good. Bet David had a podcast today, Valuetainment, with Eric Prince from Blackwater. I think it was very interesting. I think it's worth listening to. If you guys are looking for something to listen to while doing whatever tomorrow, I would listen to that. are the double stacked AR mags available on the website? I can't find just the mag pouches out. So yeah, search stacked mag. I promise you they're there. Guys order them all the time. There's a on the home page, there's a search bar in the middle. And then on every single page, all the way to the right at the top, is a search bar. On your phone, you might not see it. You might have to scroll over all the way. Mach 1 is the only one, right on. Are they still making something called the Mach 1, or are we talking like 1970? Brother wants a 68. First car I ever drove was a 68 Fastback. Friend Robbie Phillips owned it. Had a 289 in it. Who had Eric Prince? Bet David. Valuetainment. We have a close friend that is actually really good friends with him. I've been at dinner when he called, and they talked briefly on the phone while we were at dinner. Signed up for fighting rifle this weekend after SRF. Nice. Any advice? Do I need a micro rig? For a fighting rifle, you could definitely use a micro rig. If you already have a load carriage system that will carry you some M4 mags or AK mags, then you could totally use that also. You don't have to buy a rig to do it. There are a shit ton of dudes that run micro rigs, though, in class. 71 VW Fastback, cool. Who is the country rap artist you said you listened to while working out? Fuck, I don't know. I listen to Tom McDonald. It could be Upchurch. It could be Adam Calhoun. Could be a lot of dudes. We have a new song out that just finished up. I haven't even opened my computer. The final is in there. They just mastered it. It's badass. I think we're about 3.5 minutes on it. Lyric Supreme. A friend of mine, Chris Jensen, did it. Some of you guys heard pieces of it the other night. It is complete, and I think we'll probably have it on video coming out in a couple days. Mexican, yeah, I like Mexican OT a lot. Who's the dude? I'm from Texas. Who's the black guy? Them fat motherfuckers better lose some weight. Like, they have serious talent. Them fat bastards are gonna die of all kinds of shit. There's no way that motherfucker is as fat as he is. Both of them. There's no fucking way they're as fat as they are, and the doctors don't have them on a bunch of shit that's fucking them up. Yeah, Big X the plug. I think they're fucking super talented, and those guys seemingly came out of nowhere. You know how that is, though. They'll have been around on the scene for 15 years. 55 Cadillac, all metal cars, man. What do I think of Chris Kyle? I never met Chris. I never met him, so I don't have any thoughts on him. But for Chris Hall, man, you got a lot of guys for country rap. I mean, Bez Believe, he's doing a lot of that stuff too. Just find one of them dudes on YouTube, and it'll target you a bunch of other guys. I mean, even Kevin Gates did a song with Colt Ford. A buddy of ours just did Colt Ford's whole entire album. Jelly Roll 2, fuck, he's full-blown fucking country music now. I think you interviewed him, but I can't find it. Chris Hall, I'm not sure who we're talking about. Eye for an Eye, David Ray did some of my music. Him and John Connor. Their guitarist was the bass guitarist for Slipknot. Favorite rapper of all time? You're supposed to ask me who the best rapper alive is, and the answer is the best rapper alive is fucking Tupac. Straps, ABD, a friend with that anvil. I don't know what that means. First car, Volvo 760 Turbo, right on. Hammer. Too legit. That's right. You all better know the Hammer dance. Vanilla Ice. You know, Vanilla Ice does a show almost every weekend still. You know where Vanilla Ice was super smart with his money. You know what Vanilla Ice owns? A lot of people don't realize. Anybody? You want to throw it out there? What's Vanilla Ice own? Yeah, real estate. That's not where I'm going though. So you don't do anything tactical training, and you should collab with Tex Tactics. So you don't do anything. I live in this town because Tactical Response is here. You might have heard of him. He's kind of a fucking huge name in the industry. James Yeager. James Yeager. That's why we live where we live. It does not surprise me that you think Tupac is alive. I mean, he's put out more music since he's been dead. Nope, not a construction company. Nope, never met the T-Rex Arms guys. No, we don't sell armor. No, we don't sell machine guns. No, we don't sell optics. Spark Master Tape Best Rapper. Was there a whole podcast with Eric Prince? Yes. Yeah, Valuetainment. I listened to it today. No boots. Yeah, no boots. Where am I at? I'm right motherfucking here. Right here. I'm in Camden, Tennessee. Vanilla Ice, he owns all the rights to the Ninja Turtles. You always see a Ninja Turtle in his videos. He owns 100% of the Ninja Turtle franchise. Best soft pipeline to go down? I don't know. You like water? You want to win hearts and minds? You want to build roads and churches? Do you like cold water? I mean, go with whatever you want to go with, man. The real question is, can you even get in there? I don't have any clue who you are. Everybody always wants to have this. I mean, remember when you were like 4th grade standing on the playground? I mean, I don't know how old you are. You probably didn't have playgrounds. We used to have playgrounds in the 4th grade. And we would stand around and be like, who's the best? Who would win? Jason or Freddy, right? Or Arnold Schwarzenegger or Stallone? Or Von Damme, right? Which one of them? Do I do custom back? I don't. Yeah, the PBD podcast has Eric Prince. PBD. PBD is Valuetainment. That is Bet David. Patrick Bet David. Ain't nobody a bigot here, Chicken Neck. I don't even see a motherfucker named Chicken Neck. Do not ban him. I want to see what his dumb ass is saying. I don't even see anybody named Chicken Head. Isn't Chicken Head like a whore that sucks lots of dicks? I just fucking told you not to ban that motherfucker. What are the best work EDC pants for working in a gun shop? Get what you want, man. I love everything Katanica. I wear Kuhl, Kuhl. Now, Kuhl makes a lot of different versions. If you go on their website, you can see them. REI I used to buy them because REI had them. And REI sells so much pussy shit now. I used to wear the Riders, and then they had, and then they did. I wear the Law, and Above the Law, and Riders, and then they make one called Hot Rider. Yeah, as ICP said, who's going chicken hunt? ICP just did a thing with Vanilla Ice and I can't remember his name. But these have pockets on them, right? I got a pocket right here for my Surefire. You can put a magazine in that pocket, rifle mag. These are all reinforced for your knives and stuff. I've got another pocket over here for my quick draw. No, I'm not a Navy SEAL. I just know some guys that play them on TV. I've played one on TV, but no, I'm not a Navy SEAL. But are they waterproof? No, they're not waterproof. Why the fuck would they be waterproof? Are you asking about my bags and gear, or are you asking about my pants? Blackie Chan. Is that a rapper? Gonna be spicy come election season. Yeah, don't be where the problems are. Mo Lester. Quite the name there. Do you have any cool desert scarves? No. I have fucking sewing machine. Do you see surplus gear here? Space Force, that's right. Are any of the Cole pants looser than? Yeah, they do a full fit and a relaxed fit. They have like three. If you go on the website and start looking at the models, they have different versions. They also have a wax canvas versus some other kind of material. The color I get is the espresso because it's brown. I don't ever want to wear like a black shirt with black pants, so I don't buy black pants. And every shirt I ever wear is a black shirt, so I buy the brown ones. And like I can go from running around on the weekends doing whatever to into a fucking $400 a plate steakhouse and just put on a long sleeve shirt with this and walk right in. Nobody looks twice at it. They don't look like they function great as work pants, but those brown ones, nobody pays attention to them. For wet weather conditions, for like hunting, is your gear waterproof? Like your belts are hand, mid, hole, and your hand. I don't, Angel. No, let's just go with no. They're not waterproof. You don't need waterproof. We build gear that the SEALs use, SF guys use, countries all around the world use my gear. It's been out there for 35 years. If you take the material this is made of and just drape it over something and put water in it, water's not going to piss through there for hours. But no, I do not sell it as being waterproof. Oh, look at the video YouTube search has just gotten kind of bad lately. Wanted to ask if it's there. I don't know what you're asking me about. Are you selling stuff you got there, or you just... No, we make all of this stuff here. We make everything you see here in this building on the sewing machines that I showed you just a minute ago. What one of these three Cole pants is best? You have to decide that for you. What vehicle is best? Got to find a Frito-Lay job so I can move close. Yeah, oh yeah, there's Frito. I think there is Frito-Lay around here, isn't there? I don't eat anything made by Frito-Lay, so I'm not sure, but I do recall seeing Frito-Lay somewhere. We need them. I mean, we are in tough times right now. That would definitely be great if you have some water. Angel, you're worried about something that you don't need to worry about. Every dude, every fucking movie you watch, every unit you see killing bad guys around the world, I promise you, they have our shit. And if they don't have my shit, they have shit from a competitor making stuff similar, and we all use the same material. Texos? I don't even have a Texo. I've never even heard of Texo. Conso, Juki, Pfaff, High Lead Singer, Mitsubishi. I have all those machines in this building. I've got 52 sewing machines currently. We run about 20 of them a day. Oh, I've also got Seikos, but those Seikos are just, those are Conso 206s. No, we don't sell anything surplus. Nothing surplus. We manufacture all the shit you see here. These are samples. I myself sew every day. I sewed for hours today. These are samples. So when we have a bin of work, they can grab the item and see what exactly they're building. We build everything in this building here. Yeah, sweatshop. The coldest fucking sweatshop in the world. Is Bob on here? I didn't see Bob. China, Russia. Well, Every one of you right now, every fucking one of you is holding a China device in your hand while you watch this. And if you're watching this on your big giant TV on the wall, that's also China. Russia, I've never, I know some Russian dudes. I'll have a Russian dude here at Self Reliance Festival, Sonny. I've done many podcasts with him. I don't have a Russia problem. I don't want to live there. All the Russians I know left Russia to come here to America. Don't give two shits about China. I'm not worried about TikTok. Your government's doing all the shit your government wants you to think TikTok's doing. If the power goes out, China probably, but your government will take advantage of that. And if your shit's still running, they'll definitely turn your shit off. If you voted for Trump, you're the enemy. More so to your government than even to China. What if China hacks your sewing machines and forces you to make dresses? Are you being funny or are you trying to be serious? Like, hacks my sewing machines with what? I don't have any automated machines in here. Nothing's on Wi-Fi in here. Sounds like you're mad at something. Sounds like you're a goddamn victim. Stop being a fucking pussy and develop some calluses. Look in the mirror. You know why your life's fucked up? It's what's in the mirror. You're a soft little bitch. Go get some Vagisil, fix your fucking yeast infection, and shut the fuck up. What do you think about American Pipe Dream? I've never heard of them. Not familiar with them at all. I put a shirt out every single week. We do a design every week. This was last week's. I like my guns, like Democrats, like their voters, undocumented. We do 120 pieces every Monday, and you can get them. We do a lot of shirts ourselves. I don't know the company you mentioned. New dudes floating through here are unreal. Yeah, I'll tell you why it's working. Layman's care package coming your way tomorrow. Awesome, Bob. Awesome. If it gets here early enough, we'll shoot some content tomorrow. Love this dude. Right on. If you Angel, you love this dude. A lot of people work jobs that they don't care for, and they have to pussyfoot around. And the truth is, if you punched a man in the mouth, he would stop being a nuisance constantly, right? But they don't let people punch people in the mouth anymore. And I don't have a human resources department, so I say things, you can't get me fired. They try. They email my wife, and they're like, I don't know who John Willis is, but he needs to be let go from the company. It's silly. People are very invested in trying to harm other people's way of life. I say things that I want to say, and I don't give two shits. You can't fire me. You can choose not to spend your money with me. Absolutely. I would rather not have you as a customer if that's where we're at. I'll replace you. I have people standing in line to be customers, and a lot of people just wish they could do the same thing, right? You want to see how society really is? Go to Walmart or Best Buy or any of those box stores. When you walk in, you should always go to customer service and just stand there for a couple of minutes and listen to the asshole how they talk to the person working at customer service. They made a choice to buy a product that doesn't fit their needs, or they bought a shitty product, and they berate the person there. You need to realize when you're dealing with people, especially on the internet or a company, the person you're dealing with, they can usually help solve your problem, but they can always keep from solving your problem, right? When you're an asshole to somebody, they can always fucking dig their heels in and not give you what you want. A lot of people like, man, I love this guy. Stick around. I eventually will let you down. I'm a human being. There will come a point where we disagree on something. But the beauty of it is, I'm never going to be in your shop disagreeing with you. I'm never going to be on your social media disagreeing with you. You only see me on my platforms and in my house and my business. I will never be on yours. And at the end of the day, you'll know exactly what I truly believed. You should do an interview with Sean Ryan. Tell Sean. I've met Sean several times. We know a lot of the same people. I built kit for dudes that were in his platoon. I have never done any business with Sean. Sean, I don't think a lot of people realize Sean has the #2 podcast right now behind Joe Rogan. And I don't have a reason for Sean to have me on. Sean pretty much has on only military personnel, and I'm not. I'm not his demographic. Yeah, the gummy bear competition. I'm the CEO of a distribution in the United States. Just watching live video scrolling through. Sound like someone wants to lose some sales. My control that, so I'll move. First of all, I would be willing to bet you're not a fucking CEO of fucking anything. Somebody click on his channel and see what videos he has. They always have a story to fabricate. They want to come in and say some shitty shit, and then when somebody gives it back to them, they want to throw out. It's just like my aunt said this, and her friend who is a nurse told her, "No, your aunt lied to you, or you are in fact fabricating it," and then you add in the CEO part to make you look more official. I don't give two fucks whether you're a fucking CEO. You don't even know how the fuck you're here. You have no fucking clue why my video just came up in your feed. And we know what you're scrolling. Let me tell you what you're scrolling. You're scrolling short form content because you have no fucking attention span. But I promise you, you're not the CEO of shit. You're the CEO of the fucking mirror. And you're still a simple little bitch. You don't see successful people show up and take issue with what others are doing. Successful people don't have time for that. I've been on the internet since day one. I started this company 35 years ago before the fucking internet. You will not. You can scour the fucking internet for the rest of your life. You will never find me on somebody else's social media talking shit or taking issue with what they're doing. Because you're insignificant to me. You don't even fucking exist. You only exist in my world when you step into my world. I'm a terrible friend. I only have friends who come here. I won't ever come to your shit, ever. Chubby, greasy mechanic. Yeah, I thought he's the CEO of a distribution company. What does that mean? You sell weed or fentanyl? We used to say I'm an entrepreneur or I'm an advisor. That was code for weed man. What, you sell fucking opiates? The setup with the vertical thing Tim was, first of all, we told those guys that. We've been telling those guys short form content for 6 months. My channel went from 25,000 to 100,000. We've been telling those dudes to do this stuff for 6 months. Nicole talks to my video guys. That's where most of that stuff comes from. If you're using AI, you're getting very mediocre content. You're never going to get content as good as if you do it. AI will crawl and kind of make some of your stuff into short form, but it's very lackluster. Import export, yeah. He's claiming to be a U.S. distribution for SOE. Who is that? I'm doing a movie in Florida on a huge ranch. It's about to rain, mud and bugs, big problem. Do you have any, I don't know what you were asking me. Recommendations, I don't know what you're asking me. Have I met John Lovell? Yeah, I stood here with James Yeager and spoke to John for 4 hours. Yep, I've met John several times. John's been here in this building. Of course he has no YouTube page. Said yesterday about Grantham, would you do an interview with him or administrative results? You said yes. I don't recall saying anything about Grantham. I consume some of his content. I've seen some administrative results stuff. Yeah, of course I would do a video with him. Why wouldn't I? Why would I not? We want to be friends with everybody. I will come on almost anybody's show. Kid that said he's a CEO was claiming he was yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? By CEO of distribution, he means he drives an Amazon. Oh, maybe so. Always wanted to grow up and be an international gun runner. Come to find out, I have an issue crossing borders. No shit, man. People are like, what would you do if you weren't doing this? I would rob fucking Egypt. I would go and do, I would follow the Nazis thing, right? They went around and collected up all those artifacts. I would look for the Staff of Ra. I would look for the Ark of the Covenant. I would go and get the Stargate that the United States government took out of Iraq in the very beginning. All that stuff. That's what I would do. A bank robber, yeah. A cat burglar, right? But I don't want to rob people. I want to take things from museums. And only because they stole them from somewhere else. I mean, so it should be okay. Indiana Jones, that's exactly what I want to do. That's or Laura Croft, right? That kind of stuff, yeah. Ice cream truck. You should totally do that. I have never had the same Amazon driver twice despite hundreds of deliveries. SOE Stargate Command has a certain pitch to it. Storm the Vatican. Yeah, because that's where it all is. That's where it all is. The Vatican was very complacent in the death of all the Jews. Rob the filthy colonizers. I think more fucking crazy liberals should light themselves on fire. You know what you're not hearing about the Air Force dude who, I'm not going to be a colonizer, right? You know what you're not hearing about that dude? Card-carrying Antifa member. He was always screaming, the black men's held down, right? He's a huge George Floyd guy. Wanted to be a Russian trained assassin. Like the Swallow, or what was it called? The Sparrow? The Swallow. It was the Swallow, wasn't it? Are the 8 mag rigs sold out already? Giuseppe, why do we keep doing this? Why? And tell me this too, because I saw you ask that like 20 times last night. Is YouTube doing that, or are you doing it? Now, I've asked these questions several times. This requires you to type out an answer right now. The Swallow is the XY. What's up, buddy? Nicholas, Canada. Where am I? Oh, I'm in the fucking free America. We're going to run an underground railroad to rescue the few of you in Canada that are worthy of freedom. I'm in Tennessee, man. I'm in Tennessee. And you guys in Canada, you should check out Iridium Solutions. He is also in Canada. Apparently, a lot of people in Canada think they can't own guns and have self-defense, but you're wrong. You can. Devin Promax, what's up? He also worked in intelligence for the Air Force high-level security clearance. I don't think he had that high of a security clearance. He was pretty low-ranking from what I've heard said, and I don't know this to be fact. Yeah, Canada is a fucking dystopian nightmare. Yeah, we're gonna rescue the slaves that are the Canadians. And we're going to bring them to freedom on the Underground Railroad. We're going to conquer your country for your water and wood and maple syrup. It's kind of like people here thinking you can't own a machine gun. You can. You just have to throw enough money. So have you guys heard that they've turned off all the online registration stuff for, what is it, Form 4? Short barrel weapons, suppressors, stuff like that? The ATF has just fucking disabled the site because of lack of funding, I believe? Question mark. The Koreans are here. My sister, officer in the Navy, unfortunately she fell for that stuff. BLM supporter, pro-Biden, just hope she turns around. James, it's probably too late for your sister. Not because of that. because if she did that, she also took all the boosters and all the crazy shit. Health-wise, she's probably completely fucked. Probably won't have any kids, and if she does, they'll be quite deformed, most likely. Canada is in my name. Right on. All the ATF money went to Biden fighting the Texas National Guard. Mean Form 1 and 4. Okay. Right on. New World Order. New World Order. 1,000 points a lot. Wouldn't be prudent. PNW Gorilla Channel talking about... Yeah, I like his stuff, man. What the fuck am I saying? What if I have a suppressor in limbo? I think you're fucked, buddy. We make better maple syrup than Commie Canada. Bench, that's cool, man. How many trees does it take to make, like, if I want to have a gallon of maple syrup, how many trees do I need to have 1 gallon of maple syrup? Bonjour. Davis choked out a blue belt tonight in live. Kind of proud dad moment. That's awesome. Blue belt, let him do it. We do everything better than Canada. Good night. Gotta handle the heathen children. You just put shock collars on them. If you have to handle your kids, you have not handled them enough. I understand what you're saying. Still processing. They just shut down new forms down for a while to get caught up. There we go. 40 gallons makes 1 gallon of syrup. But how many trees do I need to get 40 gallons? Trump gear. I don't sell Trump gear. I do have these tool bag lights, which was a promo. We did these for free a couple weeks ago. That says "Make America Great Again." I do it because Americans. Why would we not want to make America great? And all the communists that are here, also known as liberals and crazy whack jobs, they take issue with it. And when they take issue with it, everybody knows they're the crazy motherfucker. And then everybody they work with also sees them when they talk shit on my posts. And all their friends start to see my videos. And then what happens is the guy who was talking shit about the bag that says "Make America Great Again," he starts to see them at work because it exposes everybody they know and do social media with to what they were commenting on. 25 big trees running for about, I can't see how many days, will make you about a gallon. Got it. Striker, what up? 2 to 5 trees, right on. MAGA bag, what do you think of them? Nice and robust. ANCAP, she went to a Biden rally with my mom, and they both said they realized how dementia-ridden oh, fuck yeah. I don't think that it's even the same person. It depends on the tree. Yeah, you can make syrup out of black walnuts and other trees, too. I have subscribed. Cheese, right on, cheese. What's the best kind of cheese? What do you like? I love some quesadillas. And that's cool that Davis choked him out. Who is the kid in the front seat? That's not the other twin, was it? Each tap in a tree will produce at least 10 gallons of sap per season. Sometimes more. Interesting. Pepper jack. I happen to do a freeze-dried pepper jack. I'm talking like a season. 2 to 5 domestic trees, not industrial. Got it. Time and day of season make a difference. Walnut syrup takes a lot more sap per gallon of syrup. Less sugar. All right. Can you use jalapeno red maple for syrup? Japanese red. What the fuck am I saying? Japanese red maple. I don't know. It's a pretty tree, though. Parker, Idaho is not that far away. Act accordingly. SOC, sock. SOC, KS. PH Info, welcome, buddy. Ice Mike, what's up? I like cheese quesadillas with hot sauce, sharp cheddar. Right on, man, right on. Get yourself a Burns-O-Matic if you don't have one. It's just a torch, but it has this catalytic converter on the end. so it burns up all the gas. It's great for torching like grilled cheese and quesadillas. And when I do a quesadilla, I like to put bacon grease in a pan and then just hit it really hot on the bacon grease for a couple seconds each side, and it really adds to it. Jalapeno maple trees. Shout out to the OGs like SOE, right on. A torch with a cat. Yeah, it's called a Burns-O-Matic. They make it. It's for the kitchen. Sears all. Yep, that's it. That's it. Torch with a catalytic converter. Tell us the truth. I mean, are we just going to war? Since I hear China military personnel coming to the border. Angel, how old are you, buddy? Real question. How old are you? Who am I speaking to? Because I'm going to tell you some things. Not at all being shitty. I'm just going to tell you some things. I probably have a little bit more life experience than you do. Millions of hunters in the U.S. Yes. Yes, there is. I have sour spray candy things that are watermelon flavored, and it is very enjoyable. Cool. Did you say that you do your own freeze drying? Yes. Yes. If you would like to have a freeze dryer, if you go to my website, I have a link to Harvest Right, and if you click that link, it gives us a little percentage of your order. Since I spend every night here on YouTube with you guys, there's a couple different ways that you can support us where it doesn't cost you anything. That's our Harvest right there, and we do a lot of stuff actually. Had to watch Straight Out of Compton so the boys could understand what OGs are. They should watch that anyways. You should also watch CB4. Have them watch CB4. I assume you've studied some of Alex Hormozi's teachings. How much of that do you use? He's like drinking from a fire. I watch a lot of his content actually, and I send a lot of it to people. I listen to Alex Hormozi, and I have for years. Like, he's just kind of blown up all of a sudden this year. But he's been on my radar for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years probably. He has spoken at some events, some of the events my friends have put on. I've not ever personally met him, but I do send his content to a lot of people. It's not the hunters that people should be worried about. Majority of those FUDs have no idea what they're doing. What's your favorite handgun caliber? All of them. I want you to have everything that you want to have. Boys in Camdens are always hard. That's right. Camden Cracker Killers. 7.62 51 AR-10 mags. Nope. But we have a lot of shit that holds them. That's our split front 308 rig that'll hold. And that's our 308 micro that will hold it. Got a splatter print food, but what do you think of it, man? The gummy bears? Yeah, what do you think of them? 37. Got it, okay. Many things are going to plan. I mean, it isn't USA downfall. So, Yuri Bezanov, do you know who that was? He's passed. Exactly what he said would happen is happening. The exact same way communism overthrows other countries. That's happening. With that said, though, you're 37. Do you own a business? What's your revenue income? How do you make money? If you think society is collapsing, would you be in a better position in life if you had a lot of money? If you put the energy into business and money and people around you, would a collapse even affect you? A lot of people during the Civil War became millionaires. A lot of businesses were started, like Hershey's and stuff, right? During the Great Depression, a lot of millionaires were made, and only the Great Depression didn't affect everybody. If you were in Las Vegas at the Great Depression, they didn't know the fucking Great Depression was happening. It was a boom town, right? So every single year, I'm 52, every year something is supposed to have wiped us out. We were jocked up heavy, ready to go for Y2K. We put years worth of money into Y2K. Most people, a lot of businesses went out of business during Y2K in the gun industry because they extended credit to all these people And all these magazines collapsed when Y2K didn't happen, and all of a sudden these companies were out of business because nobody was buying their shit. Build yourself a life that you love that will also sustain hard times, right? The life you want if times get tough or even if they don't. That's Jack Spirko, right? The Survival Podcast. Move yourself out of the city during the lockdowns and COVID and all the nonsense. None of that shit happened in small towns. None of it. Just move yourself away from where the loons are. Leave where the crazy people are, and your life gets a lot better. But build yourself a business. Need a survival guide for my fart. Brandon Smith. Participate in the conversation or get the fuck out of here. I don't do fart jokes. I don't do shit jokes. I don't do stupid comments like you just made. I don't know if you're really a 5-year-old or if you're a grown-ass man saying 5-year-old stuff. Now, you can type out completely right now, fuck you, or you could shut the fuck up and actually learn and participate and have access to the knowledge that is here every single night at 9 o'clock. Layman's for a simpler life. Who doesn't? Yeah. Think about this, guys. Like, walk into your kitchen right now. How do you cook food? Is it electric? You might be fucked in the future. Is it propane? You can store some propane. We can steal some propane. We can find some propane. Is it natural gas? Natural gas usually runs. It'll be a while until natural gas stops running most places. I'm 52. I've been through power outages for a couple of weeks, but the natural gas still ran. It's usually not worldwide. It's area specific when something happens. But you can get, you could even go buy an old stove for $500 to $700 that heats with wood. You can buy a modern one of those. They're about $6,000, and they're much more efficient. And you can put a water box on the side and everything. Dual stove, dual oven, 6 burners. There's a learning curve to it, of course, but you're going to use way less wood with a more modern wood burning stove. Why not have both? Why not have? And then what happens in the summer, right? When we live in buildings that you could not live in if the power went off because they are not any conditioning. Las Vegas, nobody's living in fucking Las Vegas if the power goes out. There's no water there. It has to be pumped there. Really bad wildfires. Yeah, apparently there's one going in Texas right now. Buy a farm with its own natural gas. My own, painting nails, trying to no worries. Have a newer wood stove, but I built it myself. That's awesome, cheese. Make your own charcoal. That's why I live in 34 RV 12-volt Cummins. Run off used motor oil. So even if the power goes out, we can always start it if we have spark from a lighter and flint. We're in the USA, Cade, the United States. Natural gas stove. Yeah, I've got natural gas stoves too. But I also have a shitload of propane stoves and propane tanks. Are you familiar with faith-based organization? Am I familiar with? Yeah, I'm familiar with. Access. Okay, Brandon, you're banned, buddy. The beauty of this is you can still see everything I say. Nobody here will ever see a comment from you again. You are insignificant and you are completely removed from anything that I do. Have we been to our favorite sushi restaurant? We had sushi last weekend. Not our favorite, but it was okay. 80,000 acres burned, 3% contained. Y2K didn't happen, neither did the Gulf War. No, all that happened was a lot of powers that be made a lot of money. I can do wood for cooking heat and no air conditioning. Yes, if you're cooking over wood with cooking heat, every hungry motherfucker out there, it's a beacon to you, right? If we're cooking over open fire outside, for instance. East Tennessee, I love East Tennessee. Grinding Jimmy red corn today for meal and grits to sell at the farm. Badass, Dean. How are you grinding those, man? I can throw some mining rigs in here and get you 100 a day profits. Laugh out loud, I'm out of space. Yeah, Bitcoin miners. Farmhouse we live in now has propane water heater and range. Also an old wood stove for heat if propane furnaces ever fail. Right on. Wood cooking, yep. Go live in the country in a house that runs on oil. That'll make a real man fuck the winter. Northwest Oklahoma, we had some fires here that were really bad. Bitcoin miners would be nice heat in the winter. Yeah, they're gonna fuck. You gotta air condition them motherfuckers. Did you ever get an attaboy from YouTube for 100? No, you have to actually apply for that shit, and it takes like fucking 6 months to get that bullshit. You talking about the button, the play button? No, they don't just send that to you. Do we make a bigger version of the 6x6, like the utility pocket? No. Have an old wood stove for kitchen in the breezeway during summer. Can bake and stovetop simmer with just smoke. Nice. Yeah, I think you do pay for the play button. I think you do actually have to buy it. Las Vegas is so shit to live by. Lived there a few years. I build and use rocket stoves. Yeah, I have a Forever stove. If anybody's interested in a rocket stove that you can just buy, Forever Stove on Instagram, awesome Instagram page, and I have one of his stoves here. I'll build my homestead in Petersburg, Alaska. The environment weeds out. Yeah, I'll bet it does. I use a Wonder Mill with a hand crank right on. Very cool. I have a Country Living grain mill, the big cast iron one, with a hand crank and the extension bar and the bean. I have all the stuff for it. Now we can hear you. 100,000 promo patch. Using a Wonder Mill, I'll build homestead. Unfortunately, I live, work in the city, but my dad has 200 acres, farm 2 hours away. Worst part is getting there. And yep, you got to be there when it happens. Airflow is all that's needed with mining, no AC costs. Use your meat thermometers if new to cooking with wood. I know an idiot that undercooked wood-cooked chicken. There's a video of someone cutting up their button. Yeah, Jaeger shot his with the Barrett. Love the band and keep the community. Man, I don't have time. Look, listen, how many people think about this, right? You wake up in the morning and you think of somebody that you don't like. You get off work and many people talk about people through the weekend that they work with that they don't like. Imagine how simpler your life would be if you just remove people from your life that you didn't like. Just literally, just remove them. If you could push a button and it literally disintegrated them. Like when you're driving down the road and there's a car in front of you and you line up the spotter, the bug splat on the window, and you just imagine it's a laser, right? What if you could do that in real life? Just boom, they no longer exist. You can kind of do that on the internet here by banning them. If they're in here being distracted and being disruptive, just remove them, right? I think I add enough value and I change enough people's lives over and over the years that we can just remove the fucking people that are just, causing distraction. Just remove them. Love my Self-Reliance Outfitters alcohol stove. Nice. I have a alpaca stove. I bought an alpaca stove. There wouldn't be anyone left on earth. Exactly. Spend the time on people you do like. That's right, man. Just people that align with your beliefs. It's almost more important to remove negative people than it even is to add positive people. When you just remove frustration from your life, especially on the internet, right? A lot of the things that we interact with on the internet, people that we interact with, you're never even going to meet them, right? So if you're off of the internet out doing tasks during the day and you find yourself dwelling on something that happened on the internet, just block that motherfucker. We don't need a report. You don't need a moderator. You don't need a review. Just block them. Just remove access to yourself from them. My store is we're in Tennessee. Isn't that a theme of one of those black? I've never watched any black. I don't watch television. I don't watch shows. Can you look at the multicam Chester? Yeah. Found John because of James. Yep. Iowa is in risk of fire. Do you think it's a coincidence all these places catching on fire? Is it, I mean, do we think it's a coincidence all the food production places burning down? Do we think it's a coincidence that 200 major sawmills and lumber companies burnt down in 2019, 2020? 200 plus on the border of Canada, the United States, like across. It's super weird. You said multi-camera. Are we talking about these, the 8 mags? Is this what you're looking at? If you're going to follow a content creator who's generously pouring out wisdom, it's your responsibility to empty yourself and be ready to receive it. That's well put, man. And I don't think that I'm that guy. I think we get a little bit, I get a little bit from a lot of places, you know? And it definitely molds my message. It molds my operation during the day. Coincidence is a made-up word. Oh, nice, yeah. Conspiracy, made-up word. Eggs going back up. Another egg producer burned down. Lady selling eggs at work went from 3 a dozen to 4. Yeah, I mean, really, if you're selling $3 a dozen eggs, you're losing money. There is not a $3 a dozen egg, unless your kids are doing the labor, right? If you are doing the labor and you're doing $3 a dozen eggs, you are not paying yourself. You're not factoring in your labor. These are eggs from today and yesterday, and these are eggs from the day before. And then this motherfucker right here. I don't know what this bullshit is. This chicken has to go. Bought my Country Living grain mill in '98 for $250, just priced at Lehman's last week, $650. Yeah, I think mine was $375. Waste of money. Why pay for a 14 rib bone at ribeye prices? Send John a Homestead Apprentice sign. Oh yeah, we do need that. I bought my Country Living grain mill. Yep. So did you see what you wanted to see on these? Did you have a question about these, bud? MHI, I think that, yeah, MHI. 50 million acres burned in Canada last year. Many are now proven arsonists. Yeah, climate change. Not only proven arsonists, a lot of those arsonists were Antifa dudes. Almost like the feds are pushing them out there. MK Ultra arson program. Why don't you do armor plate? Because I don't fucking have to. You want the real no bullshit answer why I don't do armor? Because I don't have to fucking do it. And I don't have to deal with the armor dipshits. I mean, look at how many guys come on here every night asking about armor. They don't know shit about armor. I'm not going to educate them about armor. Most of them are too fat to fucking wear armor. You have so many fucking options for armor. And most of the kids and guys asking about armor, what's the best deal on armor? That's not how you buy armor. It's not how you fucking shop for a cardiac surgeon. It's probably not the lawyer you want. We spend all of our time, all of my capacity is used making the product that we already sell. We've done armor in the past. We did armor for the Navy, armor carriers. Just wondering how many magazines it held. Yeah, 8 mags. Wildfires, totally normal, yeah. For trees to burn from the inside, yeah. Totally normal for Hawaii to burn down and not burn any of that blue stuff. Does your DJI ever say your battery is not authentic? Nope, I've never had that happen. I only use DJI batteries. And my drone right now is currently broken. Status of their shotgun cards. Not tonight. We have a lot of shotgun cards. I think we're out of Coyote, but we just built, there's a whole bin on the table of them. They're the guys wearing rigs with 3 mags. Yeah. Hello from Maryland. Best armor, probably can't afford it. Anyone ask the status of their shotgun? I just paid off all my debt. Awesome. That's awesome, man. That's good for you. DJI cheapest deal is the first thing in the trash pile. Always. What do you think about homemade body armor? That's the other one. I don't know. What do you think about a homemade fucking sex change? Microwaves on laser beam guides from direct energy weapons satellites starting fires. I agree with Scully. China hit Hawaii, but I feel like our government was, yeah, I think our government is in everything with China. I don't think we have separate governments. I think it's all the World Wrestling Federation, and it's a script. I think when Biden, I think even Obama got with Russia and said, we're going to do this, you say that. I think Trump probably had some of that too. You say this and I'll say that. I think it is all manipulation. And then there's some little unknown factors in there. Hesco gets a lot of shit now, but the 30, I've not heard anything bad about it. I didn't know there's some shit going on with Hesco. It's not from real dudes. If Hesco has something going on, it's some internet gun tube bullshit, probably. If I had to go, if I had to make a choice in the next 2 minutes what plates we're getting, I would have said Hesco. People in Chile painting roofs blue. Yeah, there's people in a lot of places painting roofs blue. I'm going to leave this mistake on my nail all week just to remind me of that joke. Are you going to do a burn the boats patch? No, we did a shirt. Homemade is great for biscuits and gravy. I'll get my armor from the pros, yeah. Cat head biscuits. Plan on picking up Adept Armor Nova Steel Helmet full. I don't even know what the fuck that is. People in Chile. That's a big club. Illusion of choice. Yeah, bread and circuses. Buy high-vis shotgun cards. I'm always finding green and tan on the range. My Canon printer said the cartridge was not authentic once, and I bought it directly from Canon. Oprah has, oh yeah, Oprah. Fuck Oprah, man. She's a fucking child provider is what she is. Ask Oprah about her boy Harvey Weinstein. Wasn't it Weinstein? Antifa, Extinction Rebellion. Pay attention if they're a climate conference in your area when they do it. Homemade body armor is an insane idea. Man, we had them showing up in force. Like for a week, we had people every night asking about it. I'm like, you do whatever you want, man. Like anything you want to do, anything. You want to make all your little boys become girls? More power to you. It removes you crazy motherfuckers from the gene pool that my children will have to deal with in the future. More power to you. Stop being angry when crazy people want to do crazy things to their family members. Let it happen. Your kids aren't playing with them. Where's all the craziness come from? It comes from the public government schools. You don't have kids going to Christian schools or homeschoolers pretending to be cats and sticking butt plugs with tails in their assholes. That's public school shit. Let those fucking people do that shit. They're not going to have jobs. Nobody's going to have to contend with them in the future. Big brother, can you show us something that you've been wanting to show us? I do that on my pay channel. It has to do with my penis. It's not for everybody. If you knew absolutely nothing about armor and bought Hesco, not knowing anything, you will be good to go. Yeah, like guys, for you guys, for serious though, for you guys asking about armor, T-Rex has done some really good videos on armor, right? They also sell Hesco plates. Grand Thumb has done a lot of videos on armor. Travis Haley done a lot of videos on armor. Just check that shit out and watch that stuff. I don't do armor content. Flex seal on cheap plates. Yeah, it's for splatter. Yeah, it helps prevent the splatter a little bit, I guess. We need to study all the wackos who self-delete and figure out how to make the rest fall. That's it exactly, right? Stop feigning the crazy shit, right? Who's going and getting, think about it, who's going and getting abortions? It's not people I know. It's motherfuckers, like if you look at most of the people going and getting the abortions, most of them are fucking people that you don't want anything to do with anyways. Let them go get the abortions. Like, what do you care? For the amount of time people have spent in front of these fucking abortion clinics, it becomes their identity. Like, couldn't you put your time and energy and money into, I don't know, somebody that needs your help that you can actually follow the path of their life and change the direction of their life? Like, okay, so you talk some woman, some whore, most of them, not all of them. I know there's different circumstances, but like, I don't care that people are going and getting abortions. My people aren't getting abortions. More fucking no problem. And the same people, the same groups that have this fucking outrage over people having abortions are the same people that are like, my tax dollars going to all these people that won't work. Not all, but I'll bet 90% of these fucking women, they're going to raise people who also don't work. Edwin, one of us is on the other one's YouTube channel. Do you want to guess which one you are? Go do whatever you want to do somewhere else. Or shut the fuck up, figure out what the conversation is, and participate in the conversation. I'm married, have 4 children with the same woman. We've been together. That's it exactly. Amanda and I have raised 7 kids. Our kids are having kids. Our kids are buying properties. Our kids are starting businesses. Say yeet, yeet, yeet. High power, you want a high power? I had a Browning high power, like an original one. Show the meat scepter. I'm sure that you can stand in the mirror and see a really small one. Hopefully it's a problem that will solve itself. That's just it exactly. Let the problem solve itself. Raise your children to have your beliefs and morals. And just, that's it, right? Put your energy and time into your families. Am I getting the gains? No, I just keep this shit because I like gym equipment. I dry a lot of clothes here. The truth is I don't wash clothes. I very rarely wear a shirt ever. I wear it once. Margaret Sanger wanted to abort, are the ones aborting. Yeah, that's it exactly. Think about that. Who started, okay, eugenics, right? If we're going to have the Sanger conversation, who funded Planned Parenthood, right? Who founded it? Margaret Sanger. What was Planned Parenthood before, what was the name of it before they changed it? It was eugenics. Eugenics is the word-for-word charter for Planned Parenthood. It just had a bad stigma in the population's eye. So they changed the name and acted like they were doing something good. Who are they mostly aborting? It's not your and my daughters. Don't buy steel plates. I'll be there soon to dust off the plates. Yep. Everyone's so nosy now. Yeah. Eugenics. Actually, the United States was the kind of the leader in eugenics. Hitler praised the United States on their willingness to sterilize undesirables, and most of it. I mean, they did it under the guise of removing mental retardations from the gene pool, but we all know that it was well beyond that. God benches 450? I don't. I don't. Not anymore, that's for sure. Don't buy steel plates. These are all steel plates. I know that's not what you're talking about, but these plates all have metal in them. These are all steel plates out here. That's what I should do when a guy asks about armor. Picked a weird time to join the video. Yes, you did. Yeah, undesirables. You see them every time you go to Walmart. Could you imagine the people that cause the most frustration in your day-to-day operations if they just weren't alive any? I mean, I'm not saying, well, I guess that's not even. If you could remove them from the future society, right? Most of the wackos, those are the same people that are fucking self-deleting them from the future. And I don't mean immediately. I mean, like, they're sterilizing themselves. They're choosing not to have children, right? If you have kids, if you have children, your children are going to grow up and be the future, especially your future. Why don't you let the fucking opposition remove its kids from the future? That's what they're doing. Stop fucking having outrage over it. How much do I like cheese? I like cheese on things. I don't ever just eat cheese. Steel plates, and you'll have a nice 15-pound rig. Yeah, no shit. I bench 450 every 2 reps. Undesirable. That's right, undesirables. Why do I have a giraffe? The real question is, why don't you have a giraffe? And the other question is, if you decided tomorrow you wanted a giraffe, are you in a position where you could go get yourself a giraffe tomorrow? Eugenics used to bribe young Italian and Irish immigrants. Yeah, they were sterilizing them. They sterilized all those girls up in Canada, too. They sterilized all the Native Americans. I mean, they did horrible shit. They're still doing it in Canada. Shit, they're probably still doing it in the United States, and we're just not aware of it. Fortunately, the people that cause the most problems go into government. Some of them. Yeah, that's a great, exactly. Don't interrupt your enemy when he makes a mistake. I love it. That's why they're planning universal surrogacy. They think they can steal our kids. Well, they are stealing people's kids. Eight-hour drive from borrowing a giraffe. Yep. What's with the giraffes? Bitch, I'm in Texas. What's up, Gary? I feel like I could have a giraffe here by Sunday. You could. There's you could have live giraffes in Texas. You can have them most anywhere, but you could actually go purchase a live giraffe. You need a 27-foot building. Can you show us your current NVG helmet setup? Nope. I don't sell that stuff. You took too much pre-workout? The amount of vaxes I got. Yeah, I think that's what the VA is. The VA is not there to take care of veterans after they're out of the military. The VA is there to monitor the science experiments that they put in the veterans. That's literally what the VA is for. It's to monitor how fucked up you guys are from the experiments that they gave you. We're surrounded. Great. Now we know where the attack is going to come from. Eric Prince, on the video I watched today, he said the Civil War is going to be between the cities and rural populations. That was his take on it. Ox Ranch in Uvalde, Texas has giraffes you can buy and hunt. Yep. And guys, if you want to buy a taxidermy giraffe, the Oddities Expo moves around a lot of major cities. I think they do 20 or 30 a year. You can walk in there and buy them. There's usually somebody that has like a neck mount. They're out there. You could also search, I don't know that you can search taxidermy anymore on Marketplace. I think they kind of removed it. They have to use code words and shit. You'll see like replica, and it's just a taxidermy mount. They just can't use that. But there's groups that you can join on Facebook for taxidermy, and a lot of that stuff changes hands. Imagine if the government spent money on domestic issues and infrastructure instead of sending bills, because they can't steal it. They can't steal it, right? We get angry, like you hear a lot every day. You'll hear they're taking our tax dollars and sending it to Ukraine. They're actually not. They tax you so that you still have this belief that the system is real. The money they send to Ukraine, they just create new money. And then you as the tax holder and your future generations are beholden to pay it back to remain slaves. But your money, the money they steal from you, is to keep you in a downward class migration. The dollars they take from you, they don't actually go anywhere. And the money they just sent to Ukraine, it never was your money. And then they steal part of that money. And they have to keep putting all that money around the world so that US dollars are used around the world, because our economy would collapse otherwise. Apparently the biggest threat to our democracy is now rural white America. It does seem to be that. It absolutely does seem to be that, right? It's about further division and getting you to fight amongst yourself. They want a race war. They want somebody to fucking pop off and, take over the White House, or January 6th, or kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. I mean, out of 13 people arrested, 12 of them were federal agents and informants. Like, a couple of them were actually federal agents. Spend all your money on business and they can't steal. Yep, it cuts it down. You still have to make money, though. You can't take your personal income and buy 300 grand worth of shit and go, I don't owe taxes. You have to have money coming in. There has to be an income. There has to be a real business there. YouTube banned me 2 days in a row for cyberbullying. That's pretty wild. Does your company do deals with private mercenary groups? I will do deals with anybody that is going to pay me money. I don't have any ITAR regulations on anything we make. We don't sell any technology. We ship all around the world. If U.S. mail service can get to you, I will sell you product. Yeah, I have a website. For anybody asking who's not aware, if you just go to the description on any video, you will find website links on anybody's videos, or about on any social media. If you go to the About button, you will find all of the information. My website is SOE tacticalgear.com. SOE as in Special Operations Equipment, SOE tacticalgear.com. Ban that fucking idiot right there. You will never comment here again. You'll never be seen here again. I just found your videos on Shorts a few days ago. Still figuring out your channel. Yeah, okay, so here's the deal. We just broke 100,000 on this YouTube channel because of Shorts. We build long-form content. I do 2 podcasts every week that are video vlogs. My wife and I do one tomorrow. If you're a member on this channel, in the community group, there is a Q&A thing. You post your questions tonight. My wife and I build the video tomorrow. That can be about raising kids. It can be about homesteading. It can be about business. It can be about how have you guys been together for 25 years. It can be about how do you guys get along while you're at work and how do you do that. It can be about gear, sewing. It can be about anything that I know about. We can talk steroids. We can talk anything you want to fucking talk about that I know about on those videos. And we build a video every Friday that's 90 minutes to 3 hours long. Costs you $10. You don't have to buy that. They come out free a year later. We've recorded almost 300 of them now. And then I do a video called Pulling the Thread. I do a podcast called Pulling the Thread with a friend of mine. He was a Marine Scout sniper. He's been around the world. He's shot a lot of men. He won't tell you that. I'm telling you that. He's been in a lot of books. He's been characters in video games. And he and I sit down and talk current events and light politics and stuff like that. We've known each other for 30 years. And then we have a dude that takes those long videos and makes a lot of short form content. And we remove a sentence or two out of the video. If there was another 10 seconds in the video, it would make the video look completely different. And we intentionally do that because people operate out of negativity. These guys are stupid. They don't know what they're talking about. He's completely wrong, right? Those are the comments. We have videos that have over 10,000 comments with 10 million views. That's why we're viral. And what YouTube is now doing right now, they've been doing it for about a month now. You guys don't realize you've watched my short form videos. You new guys here, you're here because you've already interacted with me. You just don't realize it's me. And while you're scrolling short form content, when that creator is live, it pushes it into your short feed. Most people don't do live videos this time of night while you guys are sitting there scrolling short form content. What that also means for most of you is you don't get any fucking pussy right now. You don't have a girlfriend. You need to get yourself a girlfriend. You need to figure out how to do less of things you don't like and how to make more money doing things you do like. And that's the conversation we have. And if I just said you don't get any pussy and that angered you, that's why I do it. That's how I go viral. And also, you can ask me almost anything. I'll tell you what I do. I won't tell you what you should do because I don't know none of you. Now, the other thing, there's 453 of you on here right now. 644, it just jumped. 100 of these dudes that are on here, we actually know one another in real life. We spend time together, we know each other's families, and we do business together. You have access to probably 100 people right now on this channel that run very successful businesses for decades. You have access to ask these guys anything. People pay thousands and thousands of dollars to sit down with these guys for 30 minutes. You have access to ask them questions every single night, and we'll give you real answers. And I'm not even trying to sell you anything. What's my favorite color? Black. You need no woman. Yeah, you go ahead and keep believing that. What's your last name? You've not even chosen to use your last name. You have no last name that you're proud enough to use on the internet. You use a make-up, made-up, whatever it is you're doing. You don't need a woman. That means you're not going to have any future. That means when you die, your last name is gone. You're removed from the history. History is his story. You have nobody to tell your story. You've not raised any men who will continue to tell your story as you want it told. You haven't raised any men who watched you do difficult things so that in the future they will still talk about those things they did with you. When you're talking testosterone, what else can you do to help it? That's fine. See there, that's exactly the dude I'm talking about right there. Roman Empire medals. Could be cool as fuck, but his little pussy's hurt right now. That's fine. You sound like a juvenile. I used to say stupid shit like that too. I won't live past 30. You can do a lot of things. The biggest thing you can do to help testosterone is stop eating shit. Don't put fucking things with more than one ingredient in your mouth unless you put those ingredients together. If you can't produce it, don't consume it. Like if you can't pronounce it, it doesn't go in your body. Where can you take? This is 10 acres. I've got a little farm and some gardens and stuff here. Can you come here on my property and show me where to grow monosodium glutamate? Like where does that come from? Which one of these beds grows that? Yeah, lift heavy weights, do difficult things, drink a gallon of water every day, eat meat, a lot of meat, eat meat. Stick with my dogs. The women I'm attracted to have brought me nothing but trouble. That sounds fucking pretty miserable. Like we convince ourselves we're able to tolerate a lot of fucking discomfort and loneliness, right? No problem. I don't typically hang out with single dudes. Most married men who hang out with single men end up having problems in their relationships. Cycloprimobolan, Masteron, and Anavar with test and anthate, small amounts, be as safe as possible. What's the most used piece of SOE gear? I use a large tool bag every time I leave the building. Amanda, every time we leave on the weekend, Amanda has day pack with her. I have a fanny pack. I see somebody said, so no whiskey. Drink whiskey if you want to drink whiskey. I drink tequila. If you want to drink, drink. You'll be a lot better off if you don't. You'll be clearer of mind. You will look rapidly better. If I stop drinking alcohol for 30 days, I probably move 3% body fat. Why are so many men weak in today's society? Because they're raised by women. And that's not to be shitty to women, but they're raised by women. And like my mom did as best she could do, but still worked 2 jobs. But that's really why. And then all the trash that are put in them. I mean, the water supply. If you're drinking water that comes out of a faucet, you are just fucking poisoning yourself. The hormones that are in the water that can't be removed from the water, the hormones that are fucking in the air, the garbage food that you're eating. Yeah, Mama tried. Do I sell clothes? I sell T-shirts. We do a T-shirt every Monday. It's a different design. You can see them on the website. These are all T-shirts right here. We do 120 pieces, and most of them sell out, the same within a couple days. These are the remaining of the designs. Most of the sizes are sold out. I don't drink often. If I do, I get the sickest pump the next day. Interesting. Yeah, Berkey water filters. I use the Berkey filters with the chlorine. BBB with 10. North Miss and Arkansas rates SOE to F rating. We know. Oh, that's John putting it up there. Yeah. If you want to look up New York Times and Special Operations Equipment, they did an article on me. What about all the guys that do that and still hell of it? You're the exception. You're not the rule. And if you do all the vices and you're still in incredible shape, you're going to be in better shape if you drop those vices. I don't care what you do. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm never going to meet you, never going to see you, not trying to convince you of anything. You can you can be anywhere on the internet right now. You're simply here because you've chosen to stay here. And most of the people are here because I'm saying some outlandish shit in their opinion, or because they believe I have value to add to them. Alcohol dries you out, less water. Yeah, your joints will be better if you cut alcohol down. Alcohol, even though tequila has 0 carbohydrates, all alcohol metabolizes to sugar. Sugar causes inflammation. I am a Mason, but I drink. Yeah, drink, man. I drink. I'm going to drink when I get off of here. I do. When I don't drink, and it's not a one night thing, right? I drink every night. I drink a margarita. It's probably 5 inches tall. It's sugar free, lemon lime soda, tequila, and salt. I use 3 salts that I mix together and I rim the glass with the salt. I make a margarita a very specific way. When I don't drink for a week, I am much clearer of mind, way clearer of mind, and use less stimulants by simply stopping alcohol. Like you hear brain fog. I definitely have brain fog when I drink alcohol. When I don't consume alcohol for a few days, I move quicker, I have more progress, and I get more shit done, and I do it a lot faster. Is it a sweatshop? I have fucking a ton of air conditioning in here. We manufacture nylon tactical gear here. All this stuff on the table. I have a showroom up there. I have work bays back here. I have sample walls over here. This right here, this isn't even 5% of what we make. And we build everything in this building here in Tennessee. I've been in business for 35 years. I started in San Diego 35 years ago. I work at a shear shop. What is a shear shop? What is that? Enjoy Guinness and stout. Yeah, you're drinking loaves of bread. You are straight. You might as well just eat a fucking loaf of bread. And if you like it, more power to you, man. I have no problem with what you do. None at all. Why did I say I won't live past 30? Because kids say stupid things. And I don't know that when we're young and we say stuff like that we actually believe it, or we just use it more as it doesn't matter what I do to my body or what dumb things I do. I'm not going to live past 30. Because when you're 15 or 20 years old, you won't bother looking past 30. And most of that's upbringing or lack of it. Oh, shear sheep, right on. I have hair sheep, so I don't shear any sheep. TDG sounds like an early seal. I don't know what TDG is. Sounds pretty autistic. What sewing machine brand? All of them, literally. Juki, High Lead, Consew, Singer, Pfaff, Nakajima, Seiko. I have all of those. Let's celebrate the first super on the live stream, 250. Thank you, yo. Thank you. Pro weed. I've never smoked weed. I don't give a shit if you smoke weed. You're not going to be on my team if you smoke weed. I don't like the way weed smells. It slows you down. My employees want to smoke weed on the weekend. I don't fucking care. They get arrested for weed. I'll bail them out. I definitely don't want them smoking weed while in my employment. I think it retards you and slows you down. I think it has a ton of great benefits. I think that it is outlawed because they can't steal money from it, and it infringes on the pharmaceutical companies and the alcohol companies. The biggest money push to ban and criminalize marijuana is from alcohol companies. And then they take it and it adds to the prison slave system. You have slave labor that manufactures a product for the federal government, and the federal government has to buy that product and pays 40 to 60% more than they could buy the product out on the open market for. And they pay those guys 40 cents a day to build the product. It breaks up the family, and it puts those women and children into the government welfare system, and it makes more slaves. It is all by design. Yeah, I pace. That's why I don't talk on the phone. If I talk on the phone, I will stand up, walk around, and talk to you for an hour. You can't talk to me on the phone. I only speak through text or through Messenger, because you can ask me a question, and if I want to answer it, I'll answer it. Where are we going this weekend? What are we doing? What are you doing this weekend? Not whatever the fuck you're about to ask me to do. Prediction on the repercussions of illegal invasion. It's voters, right? They're buying votes. They are putting those illegals into places where they do not have a stronghold. If it was a Trump supported city or county, that's where they are pushing the migrants. You're also going to have a breakdown of culture, right? You're not going to have They are diluting you. They are diluting you. I don't think that all of those people are bad actors. I think that they really see a way to have a better life. I mean, everybody's dream is to come to America almost. And I think that's the majority of them. But if you have 22 million, I've heard 26 million, even if 1% are terrorists, that's a whole fucking army. 1% of 26 million? That's a lot. That's a problem. How do you get a wrench by your name? Those are members. They belong to their members. Skibidi Toilet, you're fucking gone here. You're banned. It's better to smoke weed as the flower than to. Yeah, I think the vape thing. I think all the vape stuff is really causing problems. Well, we know it's causing problems. I think it is destroying. You're really going to have some medical issues from vape. And people are so fucking addicted to it at a young age. You have a lot of parents that are allowing their children to use vape, but you won't let kids. I think you're healthier smoking cigarettes than you are using vape. All right, guys, I'm going to set this down. I got to take a leak. I'll be right back. How much do you like cheese? Who has a Fupa fanny pack? How's the weather up there? My definition of retirement is to live life free of. Oh, gotcha. Monte Cristo Casino, number 5. John makes me want to start my. Why? You should all start your own business. If it's selling fucking weed or stealing gravel from one property and selling it somewhere else, or stealing garden hoses from your neighbors and selling them in another city, artwork creation, OnlyFans, I don't care what it is. You should all have some source of income. And it would be great if you go to work, right? You're always going to have some asshole. He's probably typing right now. Money's not everything. Then why do you get up so early in the morning and go to a place you hate for so little of it if it's not everything? It does. It controls those people's lives. You're never going to, anybody telling you money isn't everything, they have a fucking shitload of money or they don't have any money. And that their mediocrity and complacency and lack of drive, that is, they have accepted their failure in life. And that's how they justify it, is by saying money isn't everything. So let's take fucking thing timed out. I don't know what the last thing you heard is. There's always some, like, money isn't everything, right? There's always, the asshole's probably typing that right now. The only person saying that is a guy who has no money, or he has so much fucking money. But a dude with so much money that it's not everything to him, he's not ever on the internet talking to you simpletons. He's not talking to us people. I'm undoing this cable. I got to plug in this battery pack here. Hold on. So if money isn't everything, why do you get up so early to go to a place for so long for so little money? Because money is everything. Your life would be drastically different if you had more money. So how do we take the thing that you like to do after you pay your bills and you take that little bit of money every month? What do you accumulate the leftover money to do, right? What's that thing that you love to do? Building cars or whatever it is, right? How do we take that thing that you love to do and make it so that you can do more of that and actually make money on that, right? That changes things for you. Somebody said show Velcro patches. All these racks over here are filled with Velcro patches. But you can see all the patches on the website. They're all on the website. You can see every one of them. Hoarder's paradise. Yeah, I mean, a man who has nothing would definitely see that, right? Hierarchy of needs, yep. In the Twin Cities, there is a group of 4 young men, suspected illegals, that are responsible for 35 strong. Oh, there's way more than that, man. They're killing people. Where are the guns coming from, right? Where are the guns at? They're shooting people. Look at all the fucking crime that's happening. If you want to know what the fuck's going on, if they're not showing you a white person, they're not showing you a white dude, it's almost always a migrant. They only show you or name the person or tell you the race if it meets their narrative. Bullets, ammo, a good investment? Yeah, they're never going down in price. Quality firearms too. They're never going down in price. If you'd have bought bullets 5 years ago, of course they're a good investment. Do you think drones will be very important? Oh yeah, drones are already fucking changing the battlefield. Here's why you need a drone, okay? I know that's not what you're asking. Here's why you need a drone. You ever been on the freeway or the interstate and you're stuck in traffic? Like stopped, like people are getting out of semi-trucks and shit because you've been there. If you had a drone, you could know what's up ahead of you within 60 seconds. Put the drone up, fly up there, see what's going on. Then you can make your decision whether you're going to turn around and go back down the wrong way on the shoulder or whatever and then go somewhere else. You ever see smoke at your house, right? Or up ahead and you're stopped on the interstate and you see smoke? Is that fire on both sides of the road coming towards you? You can know all of that with a drone. Your dogs are barking on the edge of the property and you have some property and you don't know what's going on. You can fly a drone right out there. You can have the answer to any of that stuff in 60 seconds. That's why you need a drone. Gold of investment, better than cash. Sage, what's up? Thousand plus major crimes committed around America on a daily basis, but they only talk about the ones that, yeah, absolutely, man. You ever notice the white supremacists aren't white anymore? Or they're all federal agents? White supremacists don't fucking cover their faces. White supremacists hate people who are not white, and they want it fucking known. If you see a white supremacist with a fucking mask on, that's a federal agent. Well, yeah, the black face of white supremacy, Larry Elders. Seeds. Make some tactical shoe gear. Drone good. Local Costco started selling silver and gold. Yeah, all Costco's started selling silver and gold. And guys, they've been doing it for years. They just started marketing it to you. You know who put that out there? Costco put that out there because Costco's selling gold. Costco incentivizes those preppers to come in and do those videos, right? Those people doing videos at Costco and shit about items for prepping, and those guys doing items for prepping at Harbor Freight. Here's a secret you might not be aware of. Those guys have affiliate codes. Like, they're getting paid when you click on that link and buy that shit. And then other content creators who are dumb and don't realize that, they do it for free for the clicks. They're looking for the views. The original guys that do it, the guys that do the content first, they're getting monetized in some manner. They're making money. And then the followers, they go do it because they saw the other content creators do it, and they just do it to be relevant or for the clicks, but they don't actually make any money doing it. Favorite chest rig? It's a tool, man. What car are we driving tomorrow? What truck are we taking? I don't know. How many people do I need to carry? Where are we going? Do I need a gooseneck or a bumper pull, right? That's the chest rig. What do you want to carry? How do you want to carry it? And how much of it do you want to carry? You tell me those things, and I'll tell you which chest rig to get. Thoughts on sheep herding? Look up Shepherdness. She's got a great YouTube channel. Look up Greg Judy. Do hair sheep. Do not do wool sheep. 50% of your energy and feed inputs go into making wool. You can never profit on the wool. You typically are going to pay somebody to shear the sheep. Wool sheep have a lot of problems that hair sheep do not have. So if we're getting them for meat or for soil development, get hair sheep. Risky Christie. I've interviewed him several times. He's been here on the property. He pops into my live feeds occasionally. K5 Blazer. I had a badass K5 Blazer. I currently have a square body Suburban. Did you see the dude crying on MSNBC about January? Yeah. I mean, they're the same pussies that come on here and go, I don't like the you cuss. Yeah, I don't fucking care. Joining tonight's live stream, right on. Not in Canada, so I buy a bar for $2,800 and my local guy sells for $3,000. Risky Chris, yeah, with the Mossberg. That's what I said the other night. Just fucking shotgun him. Ivan Robb, you're a fucking idiot. Nobody even knows what you just said. Participate in the conversation. Make it clear that you're not an idiot. Or, I mean, maybe you are an idiot. Good drone. Man, you have options, right? There's always going to be some asshole that's going to recommend something less expensive. You're never going to be unpleased with DJI. They just fucking work. All the drones I have are DJI, and I've had 30 of them probably. The next one I'm buying is a DJI 4. The one, I just broke this one. This is a 2S. And I've had drones that were much more expensive than this, and it outperformed them. Scrolling shorts, heard you say, if I tell you what I want to carry, then you will tell me what I need. So despite that I don't have the money, I want to carry a space laser. I don't know, buddy. It's like buying gear or holsters. People tell you what's good because they are getting paid in some way. I use the Mystery Ranch bag. Yeah, Mystery Ranches are super heavy. I own, I don't know, dozens of them. I just bought 2 more of them. I like the Mystery Ranch shit. And I make backpacks. There's a Mystery Ranch bag right there. I just bought 2 of those. 19, 11, and 10. Buy whatever you want. I want you to have everything you want to have. Is there a learning curve with drones? A little bit. I mean, just don't do stupid shit. Keep them in safe mode. Most of them have optical, avoider sensors and shit. The E-Release stock is fucking ridiculously heavy. I was joking. Right on. Sorry, I'll go. That's some pussy shit. Yeah, that's totally passive aggressive. Imagine the rest of your life. I'm going to start buying from you. Right on. We build all this stuff, guys. The truth is, thank you for buying from us. Number two, I don't care if you buy from us or not. That's what you need to realize. I do this video every night and just walk around here. I can't build enough gear. We fucking cannot make enough product. Right now, if you want fanny packs, we've been building the shit out of them the last couple weeks. Here's fanny packs. Here's fupas. Here's extra large fupas. And here's danglers. We have left the fanny packs and all that inventory open. So you've been able to order it whether we had it, and we just kept building it. Now we are starting to lock it down. So that Wild West of just being able to order whatever you want is going away on those. We've built a lot of them. 3035, they have issue the troops a space laser that looks suspiciously like a Light 19. Thought I was drunk in the basement again. Chest rig gear, if a 4-man squad is heading out in a Humvee for 12-day mission in forest, Rocky Mountain terrain, infiltrating 45-man occupied armored lab. Well, you're not going to be so you're driving to the fight? Are they not going to know you're coming? Or are you moving 20 miles onto the target and then you're going to survey it, reconnaissance team or direct action team? It's all different, man. You guys are asking questions that don't exist. Mike Barr quit it. I don't even see who we're talking about. Laugh out loud, bro. I'm not a pussy. I just have no reason. Okay, I'm going to ban you, and now you're not here. You're gone. And this is because this sets an example for the other people that are going to do what you're doing. You might be a cool motherfucker. We might have a ton in common. Hell, you might have even been in my building and we've had conversations. But I don't have time for nitty-picky little shit that irritates me and subtracts from other people. So you're banned now, and you can't ever comment here again. So make another fake account, and you can come back. I promise you, being here on this live feed tonight, you could have had a conversation that would have added to your life. You're not going to get that anywhere else tonight on fucking YouTube. Yeah, they are definitely trying to take out the farms. One mile distance. Get what you want to get, man. Like, are you asking me? Like, do you not know what you need if you're going to be the one doing this? How many mags do you want to carry? This carries 8 and can scale to 22. In a vehicle, guys are using chest rigs. But how long are you going to be out unasked from the vehicle, right? And how long do you have to move? And what's your extraction if that vehicle becomes disabled, right? Are helicopters coming to get you? Or do you have to walk out and be snuck out with a host foreign nation hookup, right? Like, what's the mission? I have rigs that carry 4 mags, and I have rigs that can carry 22 mags. You just have to decide what you're carrying, right? And is your mission to shoot bullets, right? Reconnaissance mission is not to fire ammunition. It's to work up a mission profile for direct action, typically. You don't have a gun, but you want an AR-15. You should definitely get yourself a quality AR-15 and some training. And whatever you do, do not listen to 3 stars. You do not only need 3 magazines. That's some Instagram bullshit. That's typically guys wearing 3 mags on Instagram, talking shit about chicks doing the same thing. FEMA's directing hospitals to prep. So I asked that same question, and a lot of people on here last night that work at hospitals said they had not heard that. Yes, I heard Bear Independent say that. I am friends with TJ. I also heard him say, one person has said this. Can anybody verify it? Did he have anybody verify it? Because we had 50 or so people last night say that they had not heard that. I can take your full gear setup while wearing flip-flops and an AK. Cool. Good. Do I make vests? What are you asking me? Do I make chest rigs and load carriage systems? Or are you asking if I make body armor vests? I do not do any body armor. How crazy would it be to add a vehicle med kit bag to the side of a pack or a spent mag pack? How would you do that? Number one, this is the front of the bag. So you're going to mount it on the front to your other PALS webbing and then flip it around? Or are you going to somehow tie it? Or are you going to fabricate a beaver tail or compression straps? You could totally do that, but we have pouches. We have pouches made to do that. And the panels mount, and then you can rip the pouch off. We do tear off pouches, a couple different sizes for what you're describing. Bruh, why are you so mad? Your wife's been in my DMs. Yep. Bob Lester. It was body armor that I was at. Yeah, we don't do any body armor. Is that chest rig that holds 8 mag stack sold out at the moment? Didn't have any luck finding it. James, we put them up tonight. They very well could have sold out. The email and text went out a couple hours ago. Can anybody check 8 mag stacked on my website and see if you can add it in multicam? Do you have grenades? Yeah. The thug fucking your mom right now probably has some grenades. Go in her bedroom and get her boyfriend's grenades. Fucking idiot. It's in stock. Yeah, so that's a you problem. Yes, it's on the website. You just have to figure out how to be able to order it. We just ran these because we made them a couple weeks ago and they sold out. So we made more of them. I'm making a Great War on Terror Type 56. Great War of Terror 56 on black plate carrier. Any other suggestions to add to the setup? Well, I mean, you're the dude that can take a man's kit and all his gear while wearing flip-flops. I mean, I'm sure a warrior like yourself knows what your mission dictates. Do we have 5X chest rigs? Our chest rigs will fit anybody. These will fit a dude who is 5 or 6X as they sit, and they will also fit me with the same rig. Do I think China is going to take over the U.S.? No. We have too many guns. You have too many guns. Think about this, guys, okay? I listen to all the prepper fiction. I read all the prepper fiction every day. That's what I listen to when I'm working. I listen to prepper fiction. The Chinese took over. The government sold them out. The only thing keeping society together right now is electronics. The Ring cameras, right? You have your government and law enforcement. If somebody breaks in your house and you kill them, you still go to jail. As soon as occupation starts to happen or civil unrest stops to happen, those rules change. Nobody's coming when you smoke somebody for breaking in your shit. You literally kill them and you bury them, or you put them at the street to warn other fucking criminals, or you feed them to hogs. When China Man fucking shows up on U.S. soil, people are going to kill those dudes quickly. Yeah, here's the thing. Like somebody said, if you kill somebody, you never report it. I don't know about that because you have the tattletale right now. It would definitely, you would have to depend on the situation, right? You need to know what geofencing is and how it's used against people every day. You need to look up, when you get off of here, type in geofencing and just watch some YouTube videos on that. But when the power goes out, that all changes. Most people's problems can be handled if they just shut the fuck up. Here's a good example. In all the local Facebook groups or the local group for your town, you will see every day people are like, if your dog comes on my property again, I'm going to handle it. Or here's a picture of this dog. Who do I call to have the sheriff arrest the owner, right? Shoot, shovel, and shut the fuck up. If a dog comes on your property and is harassing your livestock, almost everywhere you can kill the dog. The problem arises when you tell somebody that you killed the dog. Shoot the dog, bury the dog, shut the fuck up. That's the end of it. If you tell your neighbor that you killed his dog, you're going to have an enemy that you have to deal with or look over your shoulder for the rest of your life. Hey, have you seen my dog? Man, I haven't seen your dog. I hope you find it. That's the end of the conversation. Just shut the fuck up. Catch the dog. Bullshit. I have fences. I don't have dog problems, and my neighbors don't have dog problems with my dogs because I have fences. Fences take care of almost all dog problems. But if your dog's on my property, I'm going to kill your dog. And if my dog gets off of my property and my dog is harassing livestock, somebody's going to kill my dog. My dogs don't get off my property. Let me tell you why. A dog can be as part of a, then you should take care of your dog to not leave your property, just like you don't let your child play in the street when he's an infant. If your dog is part of your family and you have an emotional attachment to that animal as though it's your child, then you should go to prison or jail when your dog gets out and does something bad, just as you would go to jail if your child got out and got run over in the fucking street. You were responsible for the animal. And I understand what you're saying. I get it. You don't need leash laws. You don't need leash laws. Take care of the fucking problem yourself. We live in the most impoverished county of all of Tennessee here. Very rural. And you have all these fucking liberal city folk who couldn't make it in the city, right? They've left wherever they came from. The prices have gone up. They work a job that's of no value to anybody, and they've been laid off or they don't make enough, right? Why is all the rent so high? The rent is so high because this was a way for landlords to get shitty tenants out. If you have a place that was renting for $800 and you raise the rent to $2,400, you're still going to have a full occupancy. But the person who can pay $2,400 is not going to wreck your shit like the person that was paying $800. So where do those $800 renters go? They move back home or they go to small towns because their grandma lives there. And then they come here because they couldn't make it where the rent was high. And now they want to bring all their city bullshit here. How come we don't have a bowling alley? How come we don't have a movie theater? Oh my God, there's dogs on the side of the road. Well, go fucking handle it. Go take care of the problem. But nobody wants to do that. They want to instead call somebody and use the threat of violence with a gun, because that's what you do when you call the police. The police aren't responsible for dogs. If there is a dog harming a human being, then you call the police and the police dispatch the dog, or there is a criminal investigation at that point. But we don't have animal control. You don't need leash laws. Fucking fence your property. Or kill the dog and the problem is solved. If your dog kills my livestock, it is your responsibility. You get to pay me for all of the bullshit your dog caused. Yes, or kill the dog. A General Marine chased me for no reason. I don't know what that means. How come we don't have gun control? You don't need gun control. Gun control is hitting your target. If everybody in society was armed, then thugs wouldn't pull that gun out. Thugs pull the gun out and do thug shit because they know nobody's going to assassinate them right then. And it's not assassinate, it is dispatch. Any place where you can just have guns, there is not crime. Okay, listen. If you removed gun crime from 3 cities in the United States, the numbers of gun crime in the United States would go down by almost 80%. Do you know that? The United States is ranked the 3rd highest country for gun violence. If you remove 3 cities, gun violence from 3 cities in the United States goes down in ranking to 173 for gun violence. What do you think the people doing that crime in those 3 cities have in common? Do you think they're employed? Do you think they're outstanding citizens? Do you think they look like people you hang out with? Watch, there's a ton of videos on YouTube of guys interviewing prostitutes and, and, uh, and pimps and prostitutes. There's a dude that is interviewed. He's done several videos interviewing pimps and prostitutes in California, in Los Angeles, in Chicago, a bunch of major cities. He does a lot of videos, different shit, not just pimps and prostitutes. Every video, and there's a ton of dudes doing this shit. Do you know that the black prostitutes don't take black customers? Do you know that the white prostitutes don't take black customers? Do you know the pimps say the prostitutes are not allowed to date black guys? Soft white, that's one of them, yep. Soft white underbelly, yep. Apparently all genocide in our generation happens shortly after gun. Anytime they want to take away your guns, you need to ask yourself, what are they about to do to me that they want society disarmed? What are they about to do that they know you would defend yourself with a gun over? Iceberg Slim, yep. Home invasion, multi-thug, yep. Even with extreme gun control, kids or anyone they want a gun will have. Well, listen, the government arms the criminals. It is incentivized. The government could get rid of the cartels in a couple weeks. The government could end the drug trade. The government could take care of a lot of things. It is not in their interest. Then you don't have those agencies anymore. They're never going to ban guns. They're just going to chip it away a little at a time. If they passed a bill that said you can't have any guns, nobody's going to go along with that. And then everybody realizes that they don't actually have any power. They only have power because you have the fear that they're going to whittle one or two of you out and Ruby Ridge your ass. If they went door to door, they're never going to go door to door taking guns because people will kill them over it. And as soon as people start killing them, more people will start killing them. They only come in the middle of the night with 100 dudes and helicopters to one specific location, Ruby Ridge, Waco, right? They make examples so drastically out of those people to instill fear into all of you people. It's not in their interest because they have to keep dividing you. And it's all about division. Before the internet, it was blacks and whites. It was white collar and blue collar. It was business owners and employees, right? Now the division, think about it. If you're on this channel listening to me right now, you probably have interest in firearms or tactical training, right? On the internet right now, Facebook, Instagram, make a post. All of you guys make a post. The best pistol out there is the 1911. You will have 100 people that you don't know show up to tell you what an idiot you are. Make a post. The best pistol out here is the Glock. You'll have 100 other guys show up to tell you why you're an idiot. And if you look at all those people shit-talking you, they look similar to you. They have something in common that they know what a Glock and a 1911 is, and they have an opinion about it. And if you look at their profiles on Facebook or social media or X, they have a truck that looks like a truck you would want. They live in a house similar to you, and you guys have a lot of things in common. The bump stock bullshit. Who knew you had a bump stock that you had to be worried about turning you in? Why did somebody even know you have a bump stock? Because it was a dude that was at a range where you were shooting or somebody you knew and you guys went shooting together. It's just division. If you fucking looked, if you stepped back a few steps and looked at everybody's lives who was talking shit about each other on the internet about guns, you guys are all very similar. You have the same stickers on your trucks. But the powers that be have fucking further divided you guys. Buy all devices secondhand using cash. 19X. Best gun is the one you, yeah, the best gun is the one you got. Have shit on you to fight to your car, have stuff at your car to fight to your house, have stuff at your house to fight to your tertiary location. Always have a plan to kill fucking everybody around you. So many people follow every law. Yeah, if 1% of people, 1%, showed up to fight their traffic tickets, it would collapse the whole system. They only have power over you because you allow them to have power over you. Because nobody wants to be the one guy that's singled out and made example of. My personal favorite item in the building, my wife. We could lose everything any day and fucking rebuild and start over. We've done it many times. Best gun, yeah, best gun's the one with bullets. I plead not guilty. Yeah. And I don't talk to law enforcement. I don't answer questions. If you could sit down, right? Picture a terrible day where you need a lawyer. And if you retained a lawyer just for whatever purpose, and if you interviewed your lawyer for 30 minutes before you ever need him, right? Hey, you're going to be my lawyer in the future if I ever need a lawyer. What advice would you give me? Every single lawyer out there would tell you, do not talk to law enforcement. They are fishing half the time. Where are you going? What are you doing? They are fishing. They are looking for probable cause. And every one of you should look up jury nullification. Jury nullification. If you go in and if you're called for jury duty and you even bring up jury nullification, some courts will fine you and even threaten to put you in jail for even mentioning jury nullification. You should all look up jury nullification. If there's no victim, there shouldn't be a crime. They should never be able to haul a man into court and the victim is the state. And if it's legal for a fee, if you go to court and the outcome is how much money they're going to charge you, all that meant is it's legal for a fee. That means that doesn't apply to rich people. Legal for a fee. That shouldn't be a crime. They have motherfuckers who kill people and rape people in prison for years and years and years because the system is so backed up. It's backed up because it's all bullshit. Child support. You don't go before a judge, you go before a magistrate. And they fucking apply these huge fines, which keeps the man beholden to the system. Most of the money they take from the man doesn't go to the wife and child. And it's made to keep you on a slave system. When they put people on probation, those people on probation have to have laws that apply to them that don't apply to other people. And those huge applied child supports, most of that money goes to the state, and a lot of that actually goes as a bonus to those fucking magistrates. And every time I say this, there's people like, no, that's not true. It most definitely is true. Yep, there you go. Goes to the judge's bonus. I paid $2,500. $2,500 for 18 years. $2,500, and the state of California passed $1,100 of the $2,500 to my ex-wife. Yeah, New York's definitely extorting from Trump. Yeah, most laws are statutes. State of Oregon stole my driver's license for me raising my daughter. Yep. And that's why, think about this, guys. You hear about Home Depot is going to do this thing where you have to activate your tools. When you go buy tools from Home Depot, they have to put their thing on there and activate the tool because the anti-theft shit. Do you think they're not going to turn off your power tools when you don't pay child support? It was all written in there together. $2,500 a month, one child, one child, $2,500 a month. When I moved to Tennessee, the state of Tennessee, there's an auto payment to the state of Tennessee from one of my bank accounts for $2,500. The state of Tennessee then sends it to California, and then California, out of $2,500, all $2,500 goes to California, and then California gives my ex-wife $1,100 of the $2,500. Three times, a deputy sheriff came in this door to serve me papers for failing to pay child support. All three times, I had to go to court. My lawyer went with me all three times and said, Your Honor, Mr. Willis has not missed the payment, the child support payment ever because it's an auto draft. And they looked at the lady from Tennessee and she said, this is in fact correct. This is a California problem. This is not a Tennessee problem. The second time it happened, the judge said, why do we have Mr. Willis in court again? It's all bullshit. California is just worse than the rest of them. And I was court ordered to pay $2,500 when I had just come home from federal prison at Lompoc after 22 months, and I was working 3 part-time minimum wage jobs. And I was court ordered to pay $2,500 a month, and I wasn't bringing home $1,200 a month. Hello from Ukraine. California did that shit to my dad when I was a kid. He had to work 3, man. Cody, my second oldest son, Cody, when me and his mother were together, we lived at my mom's house, and I had to go to court 3 different times to child support services. And Jennifer said, I do not need child support. And they said, you have to have child support. She said, I am not taking child support. I am not getting a judgment against John. I live with John. I am with John. We live at his mother's house. And 3 times we had to go to court before they stopped pushing that shit. They actually came and threatened to arrest me, even though there was no child support order. They came to my mother's house and threatened to arrest me while she lived with me. They want you guys on the system. Delanto, yeah, Cody. My son, Cody Willis. They're trying to get my 10-year-old done on probation for a scuffle on his way home from school. Yeah, they want you on probation. We have girls here that are on probation for 9 years. It's like fucking credit. You can buy a car and take 10 years to pay it off. Probation here is not sworn officers. They're tax collectors. I've had girls work for me who have to go every Friday to the probation officer, and they'll bring back a picture of a handwritten sign on the door that's like, come back at 2:30. This chick is missing fucking lunch and part of work to go to a probation officer, and that motherfucker's not even there. It happens over and over and over, and they're keeping these girls on probation for years and years and years over like infractions. Did you know that child support system funds the judicial pensions? Yes, that's what I was saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. My coworker was disabled and autistic. They made him pay almost $1,000 a month when he was on minimum wage, even though his baby's mama, a nurse, makes it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Mother would tell her friends, James lives with his mother, and she was still living in the house he bought. Yep. Someone was on your account talking shit in the super chat. Highlander, he's fucking around. We know. It's Bob. Yeah, leave the city. Come out of her, my people. Is there any way to save the judicial system? Yeah, got it. Burn it down. You only need 10 laws. The judicial system is set up. Any government agency has to continue to grow. If you give a government agency a power, they will figure out how to make another power. When will we see the change? I don't know, man. The only thing you can change is local level government, and you should be at every meeting, and you should get involved in local level politics. Yeah, ropes, exactly. When lawyers pass the bar, they get in the system. BAR stands for British Accreditation Regency. What do the British royalty have to do with our legal system? Well, depending on what you read, I mean, the United States is a corporation which is owned by fucking the British. Father unknown on my child's birth certificate because we ain't doing child support. I'm not enslaved. Yeah, I get it. I get it. City council meetings are boring. Yes. A lot of you guys, though, that don't go to city council meetings, they're having meetings about you sometimes. Yeah, they're always trying to do some shady shit. Where's Scully? He's probably at home. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to get off of here. We record Q&A tomorrow. If you're a member, in the community tab, there's already a Q&A posted. Go in there, ask your questions. We will build the video tomorrow based off of your questions. If you ask questions that you really want answers to, the video will be a lot better. We try to give real advice, and I believe what we do makes a difference, and I do put a lot of time and effort into those videos. We definitely want to help people. So if you're a member, make sure you ask a question. Tomorrow's a very busy day here. Every day is, but tomorrow's a very busy day for us, and we'll be doing that. So I'm going to jump off of here. I'm going to go make a margarita. I'm going to check my emails and get working towards tomorrow. I do this video every night at 9 o'clock, every single day of the year, Christmas, every day, Valentine's, every day I do this video. And we just have these conversations. If you guys use Amazon, if you would go to the description on any of my videos, and I have 5,000 videos here on YouTube. If you look at the description on any, there's a link to something on Amazon. When you click that, it takes you to Amazon. Anything you buy on Amazon in the next 24 hours after clicking that link, it helps support us by giving us a little percentage of your order. So if you would do that, if you enjoy these videos or you gain anything from them, a way to help support us in content creation is to use my Amazon links to anything. You don't have to buy that product. You just have to click it before buying something on Amazon. EMP Shield, we have a lot of conversations about, is the power going to go out? EMP Shield is a device that will protect your items on the circuits behind the wall. They make them for vehicles. If you'd like your vehicle to run after a coronal mass ejection or EMP, they have them for all kinds of stuff. And if you use code SOE at EMP Shield, it'll give you $50 off of your order. Redcon 1, the code is SOE Gear. If you use any Redcon 1 products, use my code there. Harvest Stripe freeze dryers, I have a code for that as well. We're doing a TV show called Homestead Apprentice. If you would like to participate or support that in any way, homesteadapprentice.com, check that out. We've got a lot of content. You can check it out. Start rooting for your favorite participants. We're bringing 50 people out for selection, and then we're going to choose and select 2 10-man teams. It's kind of like a cross between The Apprentice. You're fired. We got experts evaluating everybody, giving advice, and teaching people homesteading and business development, as well as a lot of other skills. Homesteadapprentice.com. If you'd like to come here, Self-Reliance Festival is coming up. This is our 7th Self-Reliance Festival, and you can see selfreliancefestival.com. You can get your tickets. And we have Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and YouTube for all of those. Check us out. Follow us on all the platforms if you would. It helps push out the algorithms. And I will see you tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, guys. And Andre, you'll support me if I'm ex-military, but so that's to So you won't support me if I'm not ex-military? Why? Are you ex-military? Did you just stand here and do a video that I watched and you put value and time and effort and energy and did that for people for free every night? But if I'm not ex-military, you don't support me. Okay. I will do without your support. I'll see you tomorrow night. Or I won't. You guys have a great night. Any plans to make BBD back? Chase B, send me an email. Let me know what color, and we'll discuss it. Tac packs, yeah, I make backpacks. They're at SOE Tactical Gear. Your brother and father served, Aubrey. But you won't support me if I didn't serve? I'm here addressing you and speaking to you. I just did a video for 155 minutes for free. How old are you? Come back tomorrow, ask me some questions, and I'll give you real answers that I think could actually help you, right? Maybe I'm not in a position to help you or give you advice at all, but I have run a business for 35 years, and I know everything about social media. I've been here since before the internet. Yeah, I pay tax. I pay more taxes every week than most people pay in an entire year. Exactly. Plate carrier? Do I have any plate carriers? Aubrey, we'll see you tomorrow night. Not free. I was hacked and paid $20. Shut the fuck up. Where's my location? We're in Tennessee. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. We're looking forward to the next rant video. What's the internet? Good night, guys.